Good morning. Let us continue to talk about obedience. And today we are going into John chapter 1, verses 12 and 13. But as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. When we believe in Jesus Christ, we are given salvation, eternal life, and we become children of God, just like that. You believe in your heart, you confess with your mouth that God raised Jesus from the dead. That is salvation. You're justified, you're a child of God. Just as if you've never sinned, God accepts you into his kingdom, into relationship. He's your father. That veil is removed, that separation is removed. You become a child of God. And in becoming a child of God, it requires that we are obedient. Now, do you realize that the Bible never talks about being an adult of God? It always says a child of God. Let's take a look at children, the parent and child relationship for a minute. Children, they don't support themselves. They don't decide what they're gonna wear, what they're gonna eat, where they're gonna go to school, at least in my time. I know things are a little different now. But children depend on their parents and they're to listen to the instruction of the parents and obey, and they're expected to obey. In my time, if I didn't obey, I would be getting lashes. I told you not to. For every syllable, for every word, I'll be getting lashes. Children are expected to obey their parents. Now, when we think of ourselves, we confess Jesus as Lord and we become children. In a like manner, we are not adults. We never become adults with God. We're to depend on him. We're to listen to him. We're to do what he's instructing us to do. We are expected to obey God as well. Those who are led by the Spirit of God, these are the children or the sons of God. When we obey God and follow the leading of the Spirit, we are his children. And if we are his children, just like natural children are, we are expected to obey God. We never become adults with God because God created us to depend on him, to rely on him, to listen to him. And it's not a case like how some parents would say, do this, and the child will say why, and the parent will say because I said so. God tells us why. He tells us the consequences. He tells us what would happen. He tells us how he's gonna bless us and how we can move into those blessings and have a prolonged life. He tells us. He's that kind of intimate father. And so we are to be children obeying him. We are never adults with God, never dependent on ourselves, and never doing our own thing. God bless you.